Okay, so installation of the hydraulic sight gauge, which also has a temperature gauge, I noticed.
Right.
That's really good.
This is a sight gauge, and this is a 10-inch long sight gauge. And so it leaves about 1 inch on either side of the tank. Now the 1 inch is from center to center of the screw. And so whenever mounting these, we have to drill the holes in the tank first. And then we can mount this on the tank, and we can screw this on there. Now notice each of these screws has a hole in the center of it. And so this is to allow the fluid to go into the sight gauge so we can get a sight level on here. Mm-hmm. And there's the fluid comes in one and out the other so it can get a good reading on the level in the tank. Now,
and the concept is you want to have, what, like 2/3 tank full, or how much?
You just don't want to let it get too low, because if it gets too low in your tank, you get cavitation in your pump. Basically, cavitation is when you don't have enough fluid flow, the pump can't grab enough fluid, and so the cavitation is a problem in hydraulic pumps where it actually creates little micro pores on the pump surfaces, and it can damage the pump. That's what leads to losing pump suction. So now the important...
You're going to install it on the front. Any other guidelines for installation? Install it in a protected part so you don't break the glass, things like that. Is that glass or is that...
I don't know if it's glass or plastic,
like
but I wouldn't want to bang it with a wrench or anything.
Yeah.
Now it is recessed a little bit, and it has this aluminum that should protect it. But at any event, we don't look at it just all the time, so we don't want it too external. We don't want things banging into it without our understanding it. But now, one thing that's important about this is the hydraulic reservoir that we're building is a tube, and so we weld a steel piece on either end of it. Mm-hmm. But so before welding the tube completely up, you can weld one side of it, but then this has to be screwed in and mounted before you weld the other side, because this bolt has to go, or the nut, it has to go from the inside of the tank on here, and so this is what secures it. So don't forget to install this before welding the other end of the tank.
Why not do it before welding both? Well, because it's too close to...
can't get the bolts.
No, but I'm saying if you just install this completely first and then weld?
If you install first, you have to install it first and then weld.
Okay.
Right. Otherwise,
before the two sides. Do you want to weld one side and then install, or do you want to do install and weld two sides?
Since my first version of it, this was very close to one end of the tank. So, but now we moved it more to the center of the tank, so we don't have to worry about thermal problems, because this does have a rubber washer right here.
Okay.
We don't want the heat to ruin this washer.
Okay.